Alright guys, so boxing footwork tutorial. We're gonna get deep into some boxing footwork drills today. Hopefully you can use these videos, take them into your sessions and improve your footwork. So we're gonna be using the Webby agility ladder today. My personal favorite piece of kit on the market for boxing footwork. You've seen traditional agility ladders where we can work linear straight lines and lateral straight lines. Great for developing boxing footwork, but this is even better because it gives us that circular pattern that we need to keep our boxing footwork very realistic. It allows us to develop that lateral movement and work on pivots, and you'll see all that in this video today. All right, so let's get to it. All right, so starting with the very basics, we're gonna start with the front foot inside the ladder, the back foot outside the ladder, giving us that shoulder width distance in the feet, which is what we want in our boxing stance. All we're gonna do is complete one full lap of the agility ladder using the lateral step with the left foot and kind of turning that back foot with a slight pivot at the same time. And I want Mark to think about keeping that front shoulder facing the center of the agility ladder right here, as if I was his opponent and he's trying to circle and turn me around, move me around the ring. All right, Mark, so whenever you're ready, side step to your left, hands are up, eyes are forward. Notice he's just leading with that front foot every time and the back foot's following, but it's not going too far. It's staying one square apart on the agility ladder the whole time. Good, perfect. 3, 2, 1, right back to where we started. Now what we're gonna do is practice the exact same thing, but going round to the power side. So he's gonna use the back foot first. So I'll go back to the power side, right foot first for an orthodox boxer. Good, hands are up, elbows are in, chin down. Good, just right foot all the way across. And we complete one full lap of each going to each side, right? So real basic, very beginner stuff, just to drill that movement pattern. Now what we can do is add in a punch, just to get them to think a little bit more. With this one, we're just gonna do half a lap. So we're gonna circle to your front side coming round. Every time you step, you're gonna land a jab, and imagine you're trying to land that fist right into the middle of the ladder there. Go, 1. Exhaling with that jab and step at the same time. Good, halfway through, and then switch. Now we're gonna step with the back foot and throw the jab at the same time. So this is where it gets a little tricky for beginners because we're going contralateral, left hand, right foot. So let's try that. So step with the right foot and throw the jab at the same time. Good, perfect. And that lead foot is just following the back foot as the jab hand comes in. Nice, good. And relax, good. So there we have it, just a real introductory basic lateral movement in boxing. And like I said, compare this to the straight agility ladder, a little bit more realistic because you've got to think about that lead shoulder facing the target, the punching target. So there's your introduction to basics. All right, making things a little bit more dynamic now. Now we're going to work on coming forward, getting out, and then circling across. So with this next drill, Mark, what I want you to do is start on the outside, both feet on the outside. We're going to step into range. We're going to step out of range with the back foot, step across, and then in, and then out, and then across, right? And again, we're just gonna use half of the ladder and then we'll come back in the opposite direction. So let's try that. Both feet start outside, steps in with the front foot, comes back out with the back foot first, and then uses the back foot to reset when he goes to the power side. So step in, step out, step across. Step in, step out, step across. Good. Try not to square up, keeping that front shoulder facing that middle of the ladder the whole time. Good. Now we're gonna switch. Step in, step out. Now he's going to his front side. He's going to lead with that front foot. Step forward, step back, step across. Step forward, back foot, and then across, leading with that left foot, that front foot first. Nice. Perfect. Good. All right. So now we're going to pick it up a little bit and we're going to try and make that dynamic. So that was breaking everything down so he can feel the movement patterns. Now what we're going to do is make that a little bit more dynamic. So we're going to have a little bounce of the feet, feeling that rhythm. Hands are up. He's going to come into range, out of range, and then sidestep and pivot and stay on that bounce the whole time. So you come in, out, sidestep and pivot. In, out, sidestep and pivot, and then just come in and out of the ladder whenever he feels ready. We'll do the same exact concept, half of the ladder going to the front side, half of the ladder coming back to the power side. So things might get a little bit trickier now because we're making it a little bit more dynamic. Go, Mark. In, out, circle. Nice. In, out, circle. Boom, boom. Good, perfect. Notice as soon as he gets out, he's using that pivot to reset to keep his front shoulder facing the front of the ladder. And switch direction, come forward, come out, sidestep with the right foot now. Steps across with that right foot to line himself up with that next square. Good, nice, perfect. And relax, good. So there you see we took the basics, step across, and then we started to make it more dynamic, right? Making it a little bit more realistic. So how can we develop that? We're gonna now add a punch to that. So when you come in this time, I want you to land the jab. So we're starting outside, we land the jab, we come out, we reset. Every time you come in, boom, nice quick jab, right back to your face with that jab. Same again, half of the ladder, go. So he's in with the jab, he's out. Resets the line with the feet. Good. What I love about this is the Webby, this circle in the middle gives you the perfect visual for that jab. And out, good. Boom. And now switching, going to the power side, jab, and then moves across. Step in, jab, move across. Step in, jab, move across. Perfect. Good, last one. And time, nice, rest. All right, so hopefully by now you're starting to see how great a tool this is for keeping that boxing stance and visualizing that target and really working on making sure your feet are in the right position at all times. All right, so next drill, we're gonna work on doubling up the jab to get close to that opponent, right? And then we're gonna exit with the feet. And then same thing to reset, right? But we're gonna mix this up. So this is a good way to kind of keep the attention of your clients. We're gonna use an audio cue this time. So this time, Mark, what we're gonna do is you're gonna wait for me. Just be on your toes. On my go, we're gonna throw a jab, jab. Back foot's gonna come in. Back foot's gonna lead to get out. So it's 2 steps forward with the jab. Once you've finished, the front foot should be in that front square. You've landed that second jab, your back foot should be in the webby, and then back foot out, and then you're gonna circle nice and light on those feet until I say go. And then you're gonna attack with that double jab and come out. And then keep traveling in the same direction until I give you the go. If I give you the switch, you're just gonna simply switch direction, right? Now this is a great drill, like I said, for keeping your clients and your boxers engaged because they're listening for that audio cue, and it's great for drilling those reactions as well, while still thinking about the footwork. And we've got the punches in there as well. So double jab to attack, retreating with the back foot, and we're gonna drill this for about 30 seconds just to kind of show you how it plays out. All right, we ready? Hands up, go, go, and out. Nice, nice and relaxed when you're not moving, when you're not punching, circling, just waiting for me. Go, back out with that back foot. Good, go, good. I want you to try and react a little quicker. As soon as you hear that go, push off that back foot. Go, good. Nice long jab each time. Go. And switch, switch, stay close to the ladder, nice and relaxed, short steps, go, and out, good, go, see, I told you it keeps that concentration, go, good, switch, switch, go, and time, relax, nice, good. See as well, get a little bit of a workout, get the heart rate up. We did about 20-30 seconds there. Keeping that concentration drives that heart rate up. That's what boxing's all about. So just a quick example of how we can keep the engagement and use an audio cue, or you can use a timer as well if you want to keep going in the same direction for 15 seconds and then switch. Totally up to you guys how you want to program it. Just wanted to give you a couple of quick examples right there. All right, this next drill, we're going to bring in a boxing combination, including the uppercut. So front foot's going to be inside the ladder, hands are up. We're going to start with a retreat. So footwork to defend, back foot first to get outside the ladder. We're going to throw the right uppercut, left hook, and then from there we're back to our stance. We step across to the front side, step back into range, right? So we're using our feet to kind of reset, tease the opponent, lure them into an attack. We retreat, make them miss with the back foot. We counter with the uppercut hook, and then we're right back into position with that side step. Then we come back into range, right? So we're here, front foot inside the middle ladder, back foot inside the webby, hands are up, we step back, boom, boom, across, and then in, okay? And we're gonna repeat that. Maybe we could do like a half lap with this one. And like I said, whenever you're doing these drills, guys, if you're a coach watching this, or you're just drilling this on your own, you can set a timer, 30 seconds one direction, 30 seconds on another, or you could just use the webby itself, do a full lap on each before you switch direction. Totally up to you guys, just something else to think about. All right, so let's see this drill. Front foot in, I'm gonna step out with the back foot, uppercut hook, step across, step back in, hands are up nice and tight when you're in that zone. So one thing to think about when you're in this zone is you're going to be right here against your opponent. So you're real tight, elbows in, and make yourself nice and small. All right, go, step back, uppercut hook, step across, reset, get in, good, get out, and then uppercut hook, good, step across, good, get in, get out, counter, step across, good. Now what I want you to think about with this is as soon as you've landed that hook, boom, step quick. So step across, yeah. So what I want you to think about here, as soon as you land that hook, step straight away, boom. And then you've reset. So when you're in close like this, hands are up, elbows are in, make yourself small as if I was your opponent. I throw the punches, you retreat with that back foot, make me miss, you land the uppercut hook, and then as soon as I come in again, side step. So as soon as that hook lands, quick side step, then come back into range, we're in tight, draw me into throwing those punches, make me miss with the back foot, counter, side step. Okay, so a great drill there just for working that inside range, getting out with the feet, counter punching and getting out with the feet. All right, let's try it, Mark. So start with the front foot in, step back, uppercut, hook, step, boom, perfect. And notice on that one, as soon as he landed the hook, the left foot went straight away across to change the angle. Step back, uppercut, hook, side step, boom, perfect, love that. It's all in that same rhythm. Go, step, counter, step, step. Boom, right back to where we started. All right, just another great drill you can use there as well. All right, so the last drill, we're gonna use a combination. We're gonna use the jab, jab, cross, and we're just gonna use that audio cue again. So Mark's just gonna circle the ladder in one direction. If he hears switch, switches back to the other side, switching direction. If he hears the go, he's going to throw that jab, jab, two and really explode. Similar drill to the first one, except now we've got the cross at the end, and now he's just constantly paying attention, waiting for me to give him that cue for a full-on 3-punch attack. All right, so let's try it. Do it about 20, 30 seconds here, and you'll get to see how this plays out. All right, hands up. All right, let's go. Circling to your left. Nice, relax, slow it down a little bit. Short steps. Go. Jab, jab, cross, and out. Just keep circling. That's it. And switch. Nice and relaxed. Hands up. Go. Jab, jab, cross, exit with the back foot. Good. Keep circling to that same direction. Stay close, stay close. Go. Jab, jab, cross, and out. Nice, perfect. Switch. Try not to square up. Keep using that pivot. That's it. Switch. Switch. Go. Bam, bam, bam. Good. Switch. Switch. Go. Good. Go. Keep circling, same direction. Go. And time, rest. Perfect. Nice job, Mark. Good work, mate. All right, so there you have it, guys. Just a few drills you can use on the Webby. Like I said, this is probably my favorite tool on the market right now for developing your boxing footwork. Whether you're brand new to boxing and you really want to drill the fundamentals, it's great for that. If you're an experienced boxer, you're an amateur boxer, and you want to use this, it's really going to help step that footwork game up or keep you sharp in your feet. Some great drills. If you're a coach watching this, hopefully you can use a couple of these. Make sure you check out my drills video of how to use the Webby with the Mittwork as well. That's right here. Thanks for watching, guys.